Well, people love movies. That much we know for sure. And there are lots of places where people can watch them. And lots of movies for people to choose from. But what we wanted to know is who likes to watch movies at home, and who doesn't, and why. So we went to the streets to find out. We went to the source, the people themselves. And here's what they told us. Of course, all edited very carefully to prove one point of view. Ours. After all, this is a new business pitch. For starters, anyone we were interested in had to subscribe to cable television.
I don't even take cable.
We don't have cable.
No, I don't have cable.
Not everybody does. But for those who do,
I subscribe to Cinemax and HBO.
there are two camps. Those who used to subscribe to paid channels, and those who never have. We started with the formers, and asked them why they no longer subscribe.
I used to subscribe to Cinemax, and I just stopped it.
We were hoping they would say, well, we were close.
I wasn't home enough to watch television.
It's not worthwhile for us. We just don't watch enough movies.
Why should I pay for a month's worth of movies that I don't want to see but once?
We just really don't watch that much TV.
We also asked those who never have shown an interest in a movie channel why they have never shown an interest in a movie channel. Our guess was that they would say, well, sometimes you get lucky.
I don't find time for that right now.
I don't have enough time to really sit down and watch it.
I'm not organized enough to look ahead of time and plan it and all that. There's just too much else going on.
We also wanted to know what would make a movie channel a better movie channel.
It was free.
Perhaps something that had an intermission.
They would have to offer a wide range of movies. Classic movies.
Kung fu movies.
Action movies.
As expected, there were many opinions, many of which were the ones we wanted.
I guess if the movies were good and they were first run or close to first run.
It was a movie channel that offered current new releases in a relatively short period of time. I think I would be interested in that.
It's all first-run films.
Of course, people had different thoughts about what a first-run movie meant.
I guess a first-run movie would mean anything that's in the movie theater now, in some movie theaters, or has been previously, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Higher class type movie, or one that's more popular, or bigger names.
Kung fu movies.
You know, a movie with good content.
But they all agreed that showing first-run movies would help make a movie channel a better movie channel.
It sounds like it's a good idea.
As would one other thing. Or, in other words,
it would be nice to have something with continuity like that. That means you could fit it into your schedule more or less.
Interesting idea.
That would be good, because then you could see the first half one day of the week, and then you could come back and look at the second half of whatever you missed on another day.
It would be helpful to have the same time.
the response was unanimous.
That's wonderful.
That would be a great idea.
The same movie every night for a week?
Yeah.
That wouldn't work because I like to see a different movie every night at 8 o'clock.
Then again, he also had strange tastes in movies.
Kung fu movies.
So we'll just ignore his opinion. We can do that. After all, it's our research.
Everyone's gone to the movies, now we're alone and
Does it exist? What? Stars? As a movie channel?
Sounds great.
It has totally streamlined my activities. It's made everything easier. I'm more efficient. I'm on time.
For me, it provides freedom.
When I first purchased it, I said, okay, I'm going to use this phone for emergencies and maybe on the weekends.
In the end, I became a chronic abuser and used it probably at least 50% of the time for personal reasons.
Since having my cellular phone, I have definitely used it more than I ever dreamed I would use it.
I also am working with different time zones, and it's really,
I think it's probably helped me make better use of my time.
Right now, I could not imagine going out in the field and not having a cellular phone with me.
It's in my purse at all times, so it goes where I go, and whenever it's convenient for me to use it, that's when I use it.
Once you use one, you find out how convenient it is, and then you can't live without it. And everyone's like that. Once they get them, then it's always, hey, just call me on my cell, you know, everything's going to be okay.
Having a cellular phone, you know, guys be looking at you. And, you know, I'll tell them you need my number, I'll call you back.
The emotion that I get the most out of using these phones is a sense of power.
I feel safe when I have the phone.
More in control.
In charge.
Yeah, confident.
I guess I feel kind of modern.
I feel like there's something missing if I don't have it with me. It's always in my backpack.
It's an overwhelming feeling of ecstasy.
Regular phone. Nothing to it. It's just pick it up, dial, and that's it.
Pretty stylish. How you doing there?
Phone away from me, I wouldn't be able to call my new boyfriend.
I'd cry. I would cry a lot.
I'd be pulling over and using dirty, crummy payphones.
I would be helpless without it right now.
It'd be a drag.
I would be angry, and I would chase you.
Strangle you!
If you took my phone away, I'd probably end up feeling very restless and insecure.
I don't know what I would do without it.
Money never sleeps, and you never know when you might have to call up that important guy and talk to him about that junk bond.
Hello.
Aló, ¿cómo te va?
I enjoy my time alone in the kitchen. I really do, because for me, it's a little escape.
Let's pause there for a second. Let's cut.
Wonderful.
Oh, hey, nice.
Go back to that.
I think.
Well, people always love to ask about the Brady Bunch with Alice. It's always Alice and myself at the stove. We made wonderful sandwiches for the kids' lunches. You remember they would all march out one by one. People say, how long do you intend to work? And I say till I'm about 95. And people often ask me that. They say, do you really use Wesson oil? And you really have that in your house? I say, you come over anytime. You'll see it.
Wesson, get it and get hungry.
My dad loved to cook. He used to say, now, Gal, I think the reason he called me Gal was he couldn't remember my name because I was the 10th child. Wesson was a staple in our home, and it really does make things taste wonderful.
Wesson, get it and get hungry.
You don't really realize what insurance is all about until you're trying to get it on your own. You know, trying to be an independent contractor, trying to find health insurance to take care of all those little things is really, really hard. And expensive, very expensive. Yeah, I think I started really thinking about insurance the first time she got pregnant.
And when you've got little kids, you're in the doctor's office a lot. Even with healthy children, they come down with colds, ear infections, and you've got to take them in, little fevers.
For example, I put off having a physical because it was like the kids came first. You know, I wanted to handle it because I knew I had to pay out of pocket so much money that the kids and she came first, and then finally, I'm in a situation where, like, okay, we have a decent deductible. I can, go get checkups and stuff like that. I used to just go when I got sick.
The cost of the care is just too high. And, where that cost comes from. Sometimes just raising somebody's salary isn't the answer. I think you're better off giving them benefits because they have some advantage for the employer and a lot of benefit to the employee. I'm just happy to be in a position to be able to give it to the employees, and hopefully that doesn't change.
I tried to stop.
I just kept going back.
I can't control myself.
What's harder to resist than Orville Redenbacher's buttered popcorn? New Redenbutters. More buttery taste than you can imagine, drizzling over every square inch of Orville's butterfly kernels.
I love it.
In 3 irresistible flavors: movie theater butter, urban garlic butter, and zesty butter. New Redenbutters.
That's cool.
They say it's wild.
I'm usually here with the kids, so we live in the Smurf Woods.
Great America, sensational fun.
1 dimension, 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions. What are you looking at? See the world's largest 3D movie, The Last Buffalo, only at Great America. I'll be in your face.
Rosary to get them when you're hungry, where you want to eat them, refried beans. So loaded with new spices, the taste won't fit in one burrito. So what's the problem? F2. Rosarita refried beans, the heart of the Mexican meal.
Ever since Larry Bird tasted new Boston Market frozen chicken pot pies, his concentration has been a little off. Maybe it's the giant pieces of chicken or the tender veggies in a creamy sauce. Hungry? Take time out with new Boston Market frozen pot pies. Ever since Larry Bird tasted new Boston Market frozen chicken pot pies, Larry's concentration has been a little off. Maybe it's that flaky crust. Or the giant pieces of tender chicken. Or maybe it's the peas and carrots and French-style green beans in a creamy sauce. Okay, maybe that's pushing it. New Boston Market frozen chicken pot pies. Take time out with Boston Market frozen pot pies.
What is the power of red? It's eating pizza. The whole pizza. Or fire-grilled chicken. And still feeling good about yourself. Smart ones. The power of red. What is the power of red? It's eating every last bite of your chicken parmesan, followed by a chocolate eclair. And still feeling good about yourself. Smart ones. The power of red.
Hey, check this out.
What?
He'll never get that grungy shirt white. He's only using half a cup of Clorox bleach.
Yeah, he's supposed to use a whole cup of Clorox bleach to get clothes really white. Uh-oh.
I bet she knows to use a whole cup. See? What'd I tell you?
Look at the difference in whitening when you use a whole cup of Clorox bleach.
Hey, I'm kind of cool. How come he gets the girl?
Maybe because his shirt's so white.
Who asked you?
For whiter whites, use a whole cup of Clorox bleach.
If you want a fresher house, raise your paw.
If you want a fresher house, raise your paw. If you want a fresher house, don't sit around and grouse. If you want a fresher house, raise your paw.
For a fresher house, all it takes is paw power and new improved Fresh Step cat litter. It has a whole new formula that helps eliminate odors better than Tidy Cats, leaving a light, fresh scent.
More freshness, we agree, as good as it can be. Now that you have a fresher house, take a break.
New Fresh Step. Freshens with every step.